Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to LMC-TV's annual award night. We are pleased to have you join us as we honor our volunteers and producers. Tonight, we also celebrate LMC's transition to a media center, a place to fulfill the community's needs, now and in the future as technology continues to grow into our everyday lives. I am not your host, I am an AI, but I am pleased to introduce one of our youngest producers and nominees, Everett. We hope you enjoy the show.
Hello, my name is Everett Sawyer, and I'm the producer of News from Faith, which is a nominee for which is a nominee for Best New Series. As a producer, I learned how hard it is to organize everyone and to make sure everything runs smoothly. So I know these shows, even though they aren't the same as mine, run into problems. Lots of problems, such as scheduling. Is the studio open? Are there any other commitments at the same time? As well as writing content, trying to fix your hair even when you're going to wear a wig anyway. I say that from personal experience. And much, much more. But they were able to get past those problems and make it work, which is why the nominees are...
Architectural historian Judith Dupre is my guest today. Her beautiful and comprehensive book, just published by Little Brown, is a detailed analysis of the rebuilding. Remarkable tribute. I have to laugh because with all the technological advances, the remarkable things that have been achieved in that building, the windows still have to be washed by hand.
Oh, incredible. Remember when the window washers got stuck outside? And people were like, people were in shock because,
we were all
people
watching
always holding their breath.
Is it about money? Is it about...
Oh, always. For them, it's purely their business.
So it's not ideological, or there's no ideology behind this.
I mean, well, child soldiers, obviously there is ideology there. But when we talk about child slaves, not at all.
Hello and welcome to Give and Take, the Pozzitivs in Life. And today's topic is the principles of Reiki fusion.
In the process of healing, get out of my own way. The ego gets in the way. Oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to make this happen.
Tonight's sinister bit of cinema is the 50s schlock classic House on Haunted Hill, starring Vincent Price as eccentric millionaire Frederick Lauren. Directed by William Castle, the film centers around a group of 5 strangers forced to spend the night in a haunted house. Their prize for surviving? $10,000. What a waste of money. I'd live there for free.
Thank you very much for joining us today. My name is Marion White, and with me is my co-host since the last millennium, Ken Bialo.
If we looked at the news on the county, we saw how in the town of Mamaroneck, there were a bunch of people that had to change sewage districts because they were in the wrong sewage district. They're actually in the New Rochelle sewage district, but they were being charged as if they were in the Mamaroneck sewage district.
And the winner is Chris Levina, Terror TV.
Do I give a speech now? Hello? Hello? It's all right, I'm Italian, I don't need a microphone. So thanks to everybody at LMC who voted for me to get the best series and everything. Oh, okay, I'm back. Okay, cool. No, never mind. Okay, I can do this. Thank you to everybody at LMC for helping me make this weird dream of this show come true. I love horror movies. I love creature feature shows. They've always been a passion of mine since I was a kid. And to get an opportunity to make one and actually have it air on television, it's a very big deal for me. You know, I've told people a lot in the past. I've learned more about the art of filmmaking, the craft of it and everything from pre-production to post. I've learned more about it working with the fine people at LMC-TV than I ever did at film school. And that's why I continue to love to volunteer and make stuff with them. They're a valuable community resource, and I thank them again for this honor. I gotta thank my parents too, who are in the back seat, who are all the way in the back there, for supporting me, all the years and all my very creepy ideas. And yes, thank you everybody. It's an honor.
Good evening, everyone. Tonight is a night where new faces appear and we are introducing one another. I'll start off by introducing myself. My name is Lindsley Barrios, and I am a 7th grade reporter, producer, and editor for the local Live. When I first walked into LMC-TV studios and seeing all the equipment and the lights, I thought to myself, this is going to be a rough journey. But over the last year, I have adapted, so I know what it's like to plan, write, record, and edit. I have been in their shoes before, and I respect the effort that they have put on this series. Without further ado, here are the nominees for the Best New Series.
But I have no idea where the kid is. Like, I've been waiting for this for weeks, and oh my god! Frick, he's
Stand down, stand down. I don't even care.
Dude, I have a wooden bro. Do you want me to kill your team?
Dude, I have a bow.
Oh, bro.
From your opinion, what do you want people to get from this series?
3 is misfortunes like accidents or serious healthcare expenses. The 4th is inflation. The 5th is taxes. The 6th is poor investment performance. And finally, the zombie apocalypse.
Hello and welcome to I Am with Eric Faria. Today I have with me Spencer Jacobson.
As I'm in my own journey, the truth is that things have only gotten easier as I've learned to stop thinking there's some destination at which point it's easier. It's just that you learn to fall in love with the process of life or of success or of the challenge, and you learn that that is what life is.
Space. Welcome to News from Space. I'm Everett, and today we have 2 interviews for the election on Uferna. But before that, Floating Head will tell you about the election. The election on Uferna takes 10 issues, but is only 2 of the 167 months on Uferna. Okay, number 1. How do you plan to better planet security?
We will build a huge force field generator, and it will make huge force fields.
Blaxploit is bringing you celebration of our people, a place where positive representation in media means something. Join me on this exciting adventure. So, Denzel Washington is making his return to the bright lights of the Broadway stage this spring in Eugene O'Neill's The Iceman Cometh.
And the winner for Best New Series is... Everett Sawyer, News from Space.
Well, I forgot to take this earlier. First, I'd like to say congratulations to all the other nominees, and then I would like to say thank you for Dina for helping with everything, for Dog Sunday for distracting us when we really should not have been distracted, to Gloria and Natalia for just helping and being great, and for whoever got the cupcakes and the popcorn because they're delicious. And then I'm now going to let these two speak.
Hi, my name is Natalia. I want to thank my mom because I wouldn't be here without her. And also Jamie. We had to thank Jamie. We totally forgot. Thank you, Jamie. Come to me. Oh, and also my dad.
Now, this category is a tough one because every program shines in a different way, but what stands out is the dedication of the producer to the program, which included writing scripts, finding actors, and coordinating schedules to directing crew years worth of material. So, you can see what I'm trying to say here. Here are the nominees for Best Single Program.
Ammerman is pushing her great-great-grandmother.
So we are here, as all of you know, to raise funds so that we can build a handicap ramp at the Larchmont Girl Scout House and make some modifications to the bathroom to make it handicap accessible.
Oh, I was a Girl Scout. I don't know how everybody found out about this, but oh, it has to be.
With Jolie Shine, a brownie from Troop 1834.
Handicap accessible.
But
Lily Jordan.
Handicap accessible.
Hello and welcome to the 4th Annual Acapella Youth Festival.
We are happy to be here and hope you enjoy the performance.
Goes out with other guys.
My story begins not at the beginning of the scrapbook, but at the very end.
My first connection with the Larchmont Lions Club when I was part of the contingent that went into service from Larchmont.
Club, they used to meet regularly and held conventions in Chicago, Dallas, and other places. But it's not until until 1925 that they invited Helen Keller as the keynote speaker for their annual convention.
I didn't know they accepted girls here.
They don't. Didn't you hear her acceptance letter was a joke?
I don't mean to boast, but I was the first woman in America to graduate from medical school and receive a medical degree. In 1857, when I was 36 years old, I established the New York Infirmary for Indigent Women and Children with the help of my sister and a fellow physician. 10 years later, a medical college for women opened within it, giving women a structured curriculum with merit.
And the winner for Best Single Program is Girl Power by J.D. Rich Litsky.
Hi, I'm accepting this for my daughter. I don't know. She couldn't be here tonight. She's overseas, but she wrote a little acceptance award just in case. She said, "Thank you for this award. I'm very honored to receive it. Although I can't be here tonight, I'd like to give many thanks. Thank you to Dina and to all of LMC-TV and for the support. Thank you for the Girl Scouts for bringing positivity into the world. And thank you to all my friends and fellow PACE students who helped out with this video. And lastly, thanks to my mom. Anyway, thank you to my mother, for without her believing in me, I wouldn't be receiving this award today. So thank you."
Hi, my name is Andre Gorin, and I'm here to present the award for Best Videography of a Community Production. This award holds a special place in my heart, as it was the first award that I won 7 years ago when I started volunteering here at LMC-TV. It's fitting that I would be presenting this award on my last award night before leaving for college. Filming a community event is very challenging, especially as a solo volunteer. You are given some information about the event, but once you get there, it's a whole different story. You're by yourself and you need to figure out what to film and how long to stay. It's an extremely tough job, and these nominees make it easy. Here are the nominees for Best Videography for a Community Production.
The residents that live here are very excited about this event. We shared this with them a few months ago when the idea first came to us, and they were thrilled.
And I think it was good for Sarah Newman and for the Girl Scouts.
Olivia and Girl Scout Margaret Oakley from Pavilion 2. Next up.
Amazing experience. I mean, we've been setting up, and it's been a long ride. This is actually basically our debut.
Again, this is another event put on by the Village Mamaroneck Recreation Department. This is the best of America as far as I'm concerned.
How does it feel to be down at this Kiwanis car show, showing off this car here? Everyone looking at the car. How does it feel? I can't wait to see what happens.
And everybody just has a great time.
Hi, I'm here.
Well, I was asked to do this car show last year, and it's for a good cause. So I like to come and support all my friends.
And the award goes to Kobe Hilali and Xavier Campo, Walk and Roll.
So first of all, I want to thank everyone at LMC-TV. I've learned so much from them about film and television the past 4 years. I'm going to be going off to college next year, so fortunately, I might not be able to be as involved, but I'm really going to try my best to help out as much as I can. So thank you very much.
Xavier cannot make it tonight, so we accept it on his behalf.
Hi everyone. I'm so happy to be here tonight with all of you. Even though I'm not on LMC every day like before, I consider it my home and my colleagues my friends. So the Local Live is run by a group of dedicated interns, volunteers, and staff, some in front of the camera as reporters and anchors, and some behind the camera as editors, videographer, technical directors, etc. It's a special and valuable place where all of us have had the opportunity to grow our skills, and this show wouldn't be possible without the support of these individuals. Alums have gone on to do big things after their stint at TLL, so that really shows the importance of it. And now on to our nominees for Best Editor for the Local Live.
To the backyard, to the barbecue, the hunt for the top dog has kept on for decades.
But the surge is finally over. Look no further than the Chinese pagoda here at Walter's Hot Dog Stand in Mamaroneck, home to what many claim is America's finest frank. Was it yummy?
Yeah. Best hot dogs on the planet.
The Mamaroneck community also loves their fresh sushi that is unlike any other.
We have snow crab and shrimp tempura. Also, we have mango and chef special sauce, a little bit spicy.
Okay.
We serve like Chinese, Japanese, and Thai food. Also, we have hibachi style.
Hibachi style.
Yeah.
No longer subject to the exclusion of outdoor events, Olivia can now take part in every cookie, bake, and craft event in the Girl Scout house, much to her fellow Daisy members' joy. With the festivities continuing inside, Veteran Girl Scouts and troop leaders alike were able to reflect on the fundraiser's success and the strides the organization has taken since March of 1912.
The Girl Scouts were there to support all needs.
Friends and family alike have gathered here, all eagerly awaiting to view the spectacle that is the partial solar eclipse. This scientifically historic event comes just 38 years after the total solar eclipse taking place on February 26, 1979. While a spectacular phenomenon, the eclipse can cause permanent damage to the human retina without proper protection. That's where event organizer Liam Haggerty stepped in with multiple pairs of special viewing glasses.
Today I'm here in Mamaroneck at and we're gonna make some noise.
Located at One Depot Plaza in Mamaroneck, School of Rock brings a community of rockers together.
And we took traditional music lessons when we were younger, and when we learned about School of Rock and discovered it, we thought, what an awesome idea to bring to this community a school that would have inspired us to be even better musicians.
And the winner is Chloe Malushaga for Walter's feature. Okay. We're going to accept this award on her behalf because I think her mother was supposed to be here and didn't make it. So I will definitely let Chloe know. And now the nominees for Best Videographer for the Local Live.
Walters was founded in 1919 by Walter Warrington. Since moving to their location on Palmer Avenue in 1928, Walters has become a hotspot for Frank fanatics all over Westchester.
Nancy began teaching lessons out of her SUV at local public access points throughout the county. Now she has her permanent location at Harbor Island in what she refers to as her sub shack. Nancy has also helped clean up our waters. Raising funds with Save the Sound, she has developed a custom medallion and has labeled over 300 storm drains.
And Junior Scouts all gathered here for the grand reveal of a handicap ramp, one that would elevate and lift the spirits of a very special little girl.
I am so excited for this day and so excited that you're all here.
While this day served as an exciting one for Patricia and those who helped fund the year-long project, Polly and Dan Vanderwood couldn't be happier for their daughter Olivia. While the moon made its final pass and faded onto the pavement, the memories here were sure to be made to last for those like longtime resident Nora.
I've been in Larchmont since 1977, and I actually think this is one of the best community events there's ever been. And everybody shared their eyeglasses, everybody talked to each other, from the 99-year-olds to the little kids. It was just wonderful.
So this has been an amazing experience down here with the community at the Larchmont Public Library.
Organizer Nancy Vincent also joins in on the fun and paddles along with first-timers as well as the more experienced participants. And participants were happy to be back from such a unique experience.
It was an incredible experience. I am super proud of myself for making the effort and everybody else who was out there today.
And the winner is Matt Biltock for Pedal Across the Sound.
I don't know what to say. I mean, it's a group effort, and I have to thank Alex for being a part of it and being one of the greatest anchors for the project. I also have to thank everyone else at LMC, Dina, Christina, Matt, Rob Moretti as well. I can't forget him. And I don't know what else to say. Just keep following what you love to do. And as a side note, I'm happy to see one of my former students from Lights Camera Action continuing her love for film. So congratulations again.
I don't need a speech. Hello everyone, I'm Louis Simons. I'm the director of the Local Live. So that means every Thursday somebody hands me a script of cues and I read them. I've got one job, so I'm going to demonstrate. Not everyone is so lucky. Every week, Local Live producers condense the community's stories into 2 minutes of sound and video. These packages require a steady stream of journalistic decisions and technical expertise. Many of our nominees tonight have worn many hats in the field. Beyond being simply a producer, they've taken on the roles of on-air talent, camera operator, and editor. And from story conception to final renders, it all needs to be ready for our broadcast deadline. I appreciate the immense time commitment it takes for our volunteers to juggle news coverage around their personal lives. On Thursday nights, I have the honor of airing their work, and I've watched them polish their craft as they repeatedly support our community's journalism. I'm proud to present the nominees for this year's Local Live Best Overall Package.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that the hot dog is our own recipe. It's a blend of beef, pork, and veal, and the mustard is our recipe as well.
No doubt have these dogs marked their territory here in Mamaroneck. And now, after nearly a century of success, they're finally expanding. White Plains is proud to welcome the second Walters establishment. Many spectators took to their kitchen cabinets and craft shops alike to make DIY Eclipse projectors.
You trace the bottom of this paper, trace this, you tape it onto the bottom like this, white paper. So, and then you cut 2 holes right here. You poke a hole, one in the tinfoil, and then you can look through here. It's like a projector.
So as you can see, there's many people gathering around to do some nice festive decorations. So let's go. What did you use for your reindeer?
A nose.
The holiday spirit fills Constitution Park to the tunes of Christmas songs.
Jingle bell,
2, 1.
Lou DeMonico tells us why this event is becoming more popular every year.
About 20 countries that we've counted thus far.
Even award-winning artists from Taiwan came to show off their talent. Has tattooing become extremely popular in Taiwan and in the rest of Asia? And like all art, tattoos are all about self-expression.
Raising $65,741 for the Mamaroneck Youth Hockey Association.
Having a game like this where you can get some of the Ranger alumni together with local coaches and all those volunteers that do such a wonderful job.
We're celebrating having raised funds to make a difference in some kids' life.
How would young female hockey players feel about joining the varsity ranks in this male-dominated field?
I think it's pretty cool because a lot of girls get underestimated because boys think they can't play. So I think it's pretty cool that we're able to play this sport.
This year's winner for Local Live Best Overall Package, Aurora Folks for the Rangers.
Hi, everybody. Thank you to anyone and everyone who voted. I definitely have to thank everyone at LMC-TV and the Local Live. They were so supportive and just really great with welcoming me and mentoring me, especially Shayla and Dina. You guys are really great. So it's been a great experience, and I'm just very happy to keep growing with the team. So thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Rob Reddy, LMC-TV varsity sports producer. In its 4th year, the award for LMC Varsity Sports Play of the Year is the only fan-voted award given out at LMC-TV's award night. Unlike in years past, this year's nominees contain no clear frontrunner, meaning the size of the team's fan base would likely be a major factor in determining the winner. Before we reveal that winner, let's take one more look at the 4 top plays from spring 2017 to winter 2018.
Llamas to the Chico, tally the score. Light scores for the late lead. Goldstein's 2-run shot. And lastly, De Silva's header of goal.
Improvises, puts it towards the goal, it's up in the air, it's free, and it's goal!
And the winner is Mamaroneck Boys Soccer. Lamas and DeSico tally the score. I don't think Ian and Cole were able to be with us tonight, but we'll present them their award very soon. We'll get that to them. Moving ahead, the Joseph P. Frioli Volunteer of the Year Award is given annually to an individual who exceeds the call of duty as part of the backbone of LMC-TV. Without our volunteers, most of the productions honored tonight simply would not exist. If you spent any time around LMC-TV, then you've met this year's recipient. This individual lends his time to many productions in various roles, and it's a sure bet you'll find him somewhere behind the scenes of the local live every Thursday night. The winner is a talented individual who can handle any challenge thrown his way in the control room, in the studio, or even in the pouring rain at a high school sports game, and you'll never hear him complain. As a matter of fact, he's volunteering for LMC-TV literally right now. Let's meet this year's LMC-TV Volunteer of the Year.
I'm sorry, Alex. Did you say something?
Wow, these are great. Well, as Rob was saying, I'm usually at LMC a couple times a week now. Poor Dina has to see me all the time. So I just want to thank everybody, Dina, Matt, for responding to my email, I think 2 years ago when I was first trying to find something after graduating. Rob for always giving me the sports stuff. Christina with all the community events, and both Shayla, I don't know if she's here, but also Sibylla, who just took over for her. Just thank everybody for giving me this great opportunity. Every volunteer job I do is always an opportunity to learn, and it's just increasing my own skill base. So just thank you very much.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Matt Sullivan. I'm the Chief Operating Officer of LMC-TV. Thank you. I don't know who that was, but I'm looking good for you. I'll go off book for a second here and just say, watching these nominees, I'm completely blown away by the work that's done by everyone in this organization. So I just want to take a moment, and if we can collectively say thank you to everyone whose work is on this screen tonight. Of the many thank yous that we have to give tonight, I want to thank first the VFW Post 1156 and the town of Mamaroneck for hosting this event. Special thanks to Maria Gallagher for making all necessary arrangements for the evening. Maria, thank you very much. I also want to take the time to thank our sponsors for tonight, New Way Air Conditioning and Heating and United Stage Associates, who also provided this beautiful set and our lighting. So thank you very much. Love it, Finelli. I want to thank Don Gamsjigger and DNR Laboratories for providing us with our laser show that we saw before we started this. James from Pozzitiv Productions for all of our crazy lights that we have. I'd like to thank Dana Wachs, Miss Hudson Valley 2016. We want to thank Rye TV and Nicole Levitsky for allowing us to test out this very cool, tiny little camera that you see on this tripod, which one of our board members said, what's that tripod doing there with no camera on it? Well, there is one on there. It's very small, it's 360 degrees, and it is recording everything in this room tonight. So thank you, Nicole. Thank you, Ride TV. We also want to thank Sound Shore Liquor Pantry for donating, or not donating, but giving us a discount on our liquor tonight. Go see them. Go see them. Good people. And of course, we want to thank our board members and staff of LMC-TV who keep this operation running. Your collective dedication to our mission statement makes it a true honor to work with all of you. I'd like to specifically thank the wizard behind the curtain, the brains behind tonight's event, the one who's pretending like I'm not talking about her right here in front of me, Miss Dina Schumacher. A special shout out to Mr. Stefan Aloisa, our programmer, who is our photographer for the evening, and also designed our booklets and brochures for this evening. Thank you, Stefan. And last but not least, I want to thank our wonderful volunteers who we are celebrating this evening. You are the heart and soul of this organization. One of the greatest gifts that anyone can give is their time. It's not something that you can ever take back. And that's why we're here tonight, to honor all of you who have given your time so lovingly because you believe in the power of building community through media. Thank you very much. Over the past month, we've seen a transition in our news team. Our previous news director, Shayla Navarro and Kat Galliano, have passed the torch on to our new news team, News Director Sibylla Chipaziwa and Assistant News Director Sebastian Hall. Now, The Local Live, for those of you who don't know, this is an incredible news show. It keeps us up to date on what's going on in our community. It airs every Thursday night live on channels 75 Optimum, channels 36 Verizon. It also streams online at LMCTV.org, and we also have a Facebook Live. So if you haven't seen it, do yourself a favor and make sure that you know that you're staying up to date with what's happening in the Larchmont Mamaroneck community. It's a wonderful program, and we thank all of our volunteers and everyone who's made that possible. Through the use of new and emerging technology, we look forward to bringing our productions out and into the field, allowing for live broadcasts of our news program from various locations over the summer and beyond. Through the generous donations of community members, we've been able to raise $4,200 to date through the sale of LMC-TV puzzle pieces. Each piece is a larger piece of a community mural that's on display at our new studio at the town center. We hope to use the funds raised to purchase a fleet of new DSLR cameras, which will allow for local independent filmmakers to make their own films at LMC-TV. If you look in the back of your brochures that each one of you has at your table, you'll see there's a donation page at the end that you can fill out and mail your checks in, if you wish, to LMC-TV, and we would greatly, greatly appreciate that. And we want to thank Jamie Lynn at Made Art Studio, who made this all possible, and also Dina Schumacher for coming up with the idea to run this for us. Thank you, Nicole. In addition, I'll try to wrap this up. We look to upgrade our recording capability of live government meetings by making the transition from standard definition to full HD setups in our municipal courtrooms in the near future. And while we are on the topic of HD, there's a petition going around this evening that's also available online at LMCTV.org. Currently, the majority of LMC-TV programming is available in high-definition video. The problem that we've run into is that although we're ready to bring HD to the community, our cable providers refuse to do so. So, if you'd be so kind as to sign our petition and request that our community have access to the quality it deserves, we'd greatly, greatly appreciate your help. Tonight's theme, as you may have noticed, is technology and the future. And as we look forward to a bright future for LMC-TV and our community, we must also reflect on our past and those cherished members of our LMC-TV family that we've lost in the past year. At this point, I'd like to invite to the stage our LMC-TV Vice President of our Board of Directors, Mr. Michael Witch.
Thank you. Youth in media is important for the development of innovative ideas and the continual acclimation of children to this fast-paced technological environment we're living in. Photography and video have been in existence for a long time now, but the age of on-camera is definitely now. With high-quality devices at your fingertips, I would be lying to say that youth involvement in video is difficult. What we value here at LMC-TV is the desire to expand knowledge of the craft and to engage in community involvement. Tonight's winner of the Val Estabrook Award is continually immersed in learning video production. As a producer, writer, and reporter, here at LMC-TV, we know that many great things will come from their continual involvement and further development of the production craft. Without further delay, here is the winner of this year's Val Estabrook Award for Outstanding Work in School Video.
Happy holidays, everyone! It's an amazing night here at Light Up Larchmont. My name's Lindsay Burris. I'm reporting from Pozzitiv.
Keep breaking all the rules. Keep loving like a fool. 'Cause the days are on your side, they're on mine too. And we're gonna stay up late.
We hope all our local live viewers are having a happy holidays. And remember, don't forget to leave cookies for Santa. Happy holidays, guys!
No, we don't have to wake up soon.
Oh my gosh. I could have never been standing on this stage without any of the local live staff members, and I would like to thank Shayla. I know she couldn't make it, but for all those hours she spent helping me. And I would like to thank Diana, who also couldn't be here with us, but she was my producer for Light Up Larchmont, and she has always helped me and supported me. And I would like to thank Dina for always helping me editing with the smallest details. And I just feel like I've been a part of the local live crew, and I feel like I'm going to be a part, and I'm going to try everything I can to always stay here. And this is like my second family. Thank you so much.
I'm pleased to present this award as well. I'm one of the many individuals who's benefited greatly from the next recipient's participation with LMC-TV. For those of you who are not citizen journalists or writers, I can tell you that writing a story is difficult. It is not just the grammar or the rush of a deadline, it's also the balance between pacing and information overflow. Human short-term memory can hold up to 7 pieces of information at the same time, but only for 20 seconds. So if we at the local live need you to understand an issue and retain that information, we have to craft it carefully. By the way, did you remember how many seconds we have? 20. Oh, very good. And that is where an editor enters to take our sometimes complex stories and whittle them down to facts and concepts that an audience can understand. Over the last year, tonight's recipients of the Paul Gallanter Special Recognition Award has been our editor and main whittler. Like clockwork, at 2 p.m. every Thursday, she has dedicated her time and expertise helping us to present the news clearly and concisely. Without her, we would be as long-winded as this speech. I think I've gone over my 20 seconds, so to refresh your memory, here is the winner of our special recognition award. I don't think she's with us tonight, so we will get that award to her.
Good evening. I'm Michael Charles, past president of LMC-TV and producer of Faith and Eggs. And I love award night. If you've ever been to a live telecast of a major TV show, you know before the show airs, a warm-up person comes out and explains when to applaud. And he points to an applause sign, which I happen to bring here. All right, you got it. And then he tells a few jokes to warm up the audience. So let's get into it. Did you hear the one about the rabbi and the minister who walked into a diner? And the waiter said, "Is this a joke?" It was not a joke. It was December 18th, 2001, and history was being made. Faith and Eggs, the Reverend and the Rabbi, was shooting a show in the Nautilus Diner. Since 2001, they've shared 59 breakfasts with us. That first show began in the shadow of the World Trade Center tragedy and offered comfort to a grieving community. In the nearly 2 decades since then, we've all been through a lot as a community and as a country. And all along the way, Reverend Bill and Rabbi Jeff have been sharing meals, sharing insights, entertaining us, and educating us. And most importantly, guiding us with the moral compass that keeps us from losing our way. These two wonderful men have served as an inspiration to the better side of our nature. Ours is a show based on a friendship and a shared sense of justice, morality and faith, and how to get that ketchup out of the bottle. Some shows give you facts, others give you knowledge and understanding, but how many other shows impart wisdom? What we have is unique. Nowhere else in the country can you find its like. Appreciate the treasure you have here. The New York Times did back in 2002, as did the Alliance for Community Media and ABC. The Reverend and the Rabbi, they're entertaining, enlightening, scholarly, humorous, accessible, and partisan. Go Red Sox, go Phillies, go Eagles, go Pats. The show originally came about because Bill and Jeff are really friends, and they really have breakfast in the diner. I just came with a camera. The most remarkable thing I find about them is their spontaneity. They don't rehearse, they don't have notes. They walk in, hug each other, and start talking. 56 minutes later, I hold up my hand, and they stop talking. They hug again, pay their own bill, there are no free rides, and bid each other a fond farewell. It's truly remarkable. I'm happy I could share them with our community, and I'm proud to be able to give them this award. Mary Ann Sullivan was the founder of LMC-TV, and this award is given in her honor for overall achievement in community television. So without further without further ado, Reverend Bill and Rabbi Jeff, come on up.
The Reverend and the Rabbi, Faith and Eggs. Reverend Bill Crawford, Senior Pastor of Larchmont Avenue Church, and Rabbi Jeff Serkman, Senior Rabbi of Larchmont Temple, are friends and colleagues in our community who get together regularly for breakfast and always lively discussion. Join the Reverend Bill and Rabbi Jeff at their latest meal at the Nautilus Diner. Enjoy a breakfast of faith and eggs with the Reverend and the Rabbi.
Oh my gosh, I've never heard you yawn like that. Are you tired?
As much as I see you as a reverend and really a great spiritual teacher, I see you as a friend.
Like us, baby, we were born to run.
Jeff, can I hear you?
Okay, sorry. They're gonna throw me out of the diner. These guys.
When you said let's be best friends forever.
In the day we sweated out on the streets of a runaway American dream. At night we cruised the mansions of glory in a suicide machine. Sprung from cages on, get to the punchline. Highway 9, chrome wheel, fuel injected, we're stepping out over the line. Whoa, baby, you can feel the bones running back. It's a death trap. It's a suicide rap. We gotta get out while we're young. 'Cause tramps like us, baby, we were born to run. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. This is awesome. I think I saw.
I'm so surprised you sang the first thing. That's so surprising. The first thing he sings.
Really, this is kind of amazing to be with you, my brother, but also, I think I saw Denzel Washington here earlier and Jennifer Lawrence, but no. You know who I saw? Lindsay Barrios. Oh my gosh, you see, I want to get her autograph.
You know what?
You think I could?
Probably not.
Really?
Probably not.
It is an honor and joy.
It is an honor and joy. You know, the gift of what we do is we eat together and share a friendship together. Michael Charles, Lake Charles, the great team. We don't. And by the way, give them a round of applause. Really.
Mike and Lake and Mike, really, they're behind the camera and a pulse and a passion and a purpose, and they call us whenever we have to come, and we come, and there they are. And thank God for Mike and Lake. Yeah.
That's it. And the gift of what we do is really, we love each other. We happen to be the spiritual leaders of two churches or synagogue church on the avenue, Larchmont Avenue. There we go. And we just get together and try to support each other, celebrate life together, think about what's important in our lives together, and most importantly, have breakfast. So here's my thought, Reverend Bill, and as always, we haven't seen each other. We've been too busy, so I haven't talked to him. How the Phillies doing?
The Phillies are, in second place behind Atlanta, and the Mets are even further down. There, I said it.
Yeah, why would you bring that up? By the way, I would not even talk about the Red Sox in front of these people. Are you kidding me?
Oh no.
Anyway, just kidding. So here's my thought. Michael, can we do one more show? Can we make it 60? So what if we did this? Here's my idea. Let's do a live breakfast. So let's do Faith and Eggs for All. So we'll treat to breakfast for anybody who wants to be in that room. Right?
Yes,
and we'll do a live show. But how do we film it? We'll leave it to LMC-TV.
We got this new 360 camera.
The 360 camera.
Is that paid for, Matt? Is that paid? We could do that.
Is that paid for? They're borrowing the camera.
But we can make it a fundraiser. At the end of the breakfast, you own the camera. That's what we can do. But to this invitation, yes, let's do it.
Let's do that. Wouldn't it be cool? So we'll figure out the date. Maybe June-ish. Can we do a June date?
A June date would be fine.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
But will people show up at 8 in the morning?
Well, how many would come? Really?
By the way, I can't see a thing. I can't see a thing. So
and Lindsay, are you up then? We could have you come and introduce us. The whole thing would be very, very cool.
So I think that's the awesome thing.
Yeah. This is my brother and spiritual friend. Dare I say, even my rabbi, erudite and articulate. Boy, do I have a Torah portion for you, dear rabbi. as well as you have lifted up the gospel for me. We have come together around that table in downtown Larchmont at the lovely Nautilus Diner. And you can click on, this is another wonderful service of LMC-TV. You can click on and see any of the past 50-some shows. Some of us are doing that, binging at night, watching the Reverend Rabbi. And why not? And why not? And it gives us a chance not only to point to that point on the website where you can download the programs, but also to Local Live, to Mike and to Maura and the interviews, to so much of what we have seen already in these awards. With great thanks to Matt, to Dina, to Sharon, to all of this wonderful cast, roster, indeed. To this terrific board chaired by Jeff Megan. It's a labor of love and then some. Listen closely to what Matt Sullivan has said about the petition and your local elected officials in terms of a site and ongoing support for this wonderful community institution and more than service. Really a movement in some dynamic ways. And to say movement is to also recognize the people across the ages and stages with LMCTV. Older and younger. Was that applause or what was that?
I was just giving you a cue, man.
But this is almost like the altar call portion of our program. It's to say this, that the movement that this, public access television program is and has been and is going forward includes youth in a dynamic way. I mean, how about it? I don't know what the youngest awardee has been here tonight, but these people, these young people, have been an inspiration to us in some truly significant ways. Give it up for these boys and girls, men and women. And I want to say a particular shout outs to the two young men, middle school guys, I forget your names, who are in table number 2. They have set the record for the consumption of the most cupcakes here tonight. Way to go, guys. Way to go. We got your number, and we're hoping for more.
We'll let you know when breakfast is. Don't be late. It's on us.
Thank you so very much.
I don't know. We're not going down.
No, there's some proclamations here.
There's proclamations.
Yes,
Okay.
from Steve Otis's office.
You know what? That's lovely. That is lovely. Thank you. Thank you so much.
And how about, shout out for Dana, Miss Hudson Valley since 2016. We'd like to pause now. Dana's going to lead us all in calisthenics. There we go. Just a thought. But thank you so much. I mean, you've been doing this for 2 years and counting. We hope you get a break or move on to the next round, whatever that is. Jeff, did you?
The next show is on. Come on.
Next show.
Oh, I hate to follow that act, I'll tell you. If you think this is bad, go listen to one of his sermons. Bill Crawford is going to be moving to the city, and I think it's because he wants to take his religious rap to the Big Apple. That's all it is. I was in a band once, and he sang The Rising, and to this day, he goes to bed at night dreaming about that. Right, Bill? Anyhow, I want to thank the staff. I mean, isn't this great? I mean, this is just wonderful. And particularly Dina, putting this show together. I mean, not just this show, but all year round. They are absolutely superb. And I want to thank all of those people who volunteer. I mean, that's what this organization is made of. And most of the people are here tonight. We all volunteer, and we all believe in this mission of LMC-TV. So thank you all, volunteers. I want to thank my fellow board members, and some of them are here tonight. Mike Witch, you've heard from. Al Perone is here. If you've had any drinks in the back of the room, Lenny Verastro and Jack the Hack Saraceno is back there. Peggy Jackson took your money for raffles. Louis Simons got up here and read his script, and John Burney couldn't be here. We have some changes on the board. We lost two very valuable people. Well, we didn't really lose them. They're just off the board, but they're huge supporters. One of whom is Sabrina Fiddleman. Sabrina's somewhere out there. You can't see with these lights. And Sabrina left us unwillingly, but willingly, because she is now a town council person. And so we look forward to her support. And we're in a town facility. One of the board members that we lost is extremely valuable, and that's Maura Carlin. She's been on the board for many years, but we haven't lost her. I mean, she's still doing local live, and she still gives us her opinions. We haven't lost that. So we just lost her for that one meeting a night when we have a board meeting. But she's still outspoken, and we look forward to more from her. We have a new board member as of last week, and Steve Israelski, who is president of Cablecast Community Media. We need somebody besides Lewis who knows what the hell the equipment means, you know. So, we are pressing forward as a board. We've had a great year. Our local live has continued to be a valuable resource for the community. We are in our temporary studios in the town center, and we've moved out of Library Lane. We've lost our parking space, Dina, on Johnson Avenue. But we are going forward, and I see us having a greater visibility in the community, greater involvement, greater connection with our three communities, greater coverage of all of the events and the community meetings. If you're looking for something and you can't find it on TV, tune into the Mamaroneck Village Zoning Board meetings, and it'll be better TV than you've seen in a long time. So our board and our volunteers and our staff are dedicated to this. We even talked at the last meeting about having a van that would, this is the first I'm leaking this information in this day of leaking. We talked at the last board meeting, and it looks like we're all going to try to get a van, and so look to give money to get the van, and have LMC-TV on the side of the van, and have it go to football games, coverage, hold our equipment, and give us some visibility. So that's something else to look forward to this year. Anyhow, it's been a great year and a great event tonight. And on with a raffle out of a martini glass. Who do we have, Drew? We have some officials who walked in. I see Tom Murphy, the Mamaroneck Village Mayor, and Nancy, is that you over there? Nancy Seligson, our supervisor. And Lorraine, is that Catherine Parker? They can't see with these lights. Hi, Catherine. Thank you for coming. I know that they were all at the parade tonight, and that's why they weren't here earlier. I don't think we'll do that scheduling next year. So we're not going to be on the 30th next year. Raffle, why don't we have Nancy come on up and draw the raffle?
I don't know if I can read it though. Actually, the lights are good for reading. 6, 8. Oh, sorry. I see 6, 8, 9, 3, 6, 7.
6, 8, 9, 3, 6, 7 is correct.
Is there a winner? All right.
Two more for.
So what is?
We need two more drawings.
So should we have the other guys draw?
Yeah, sure. We'll get Catherine. Why don't you come up next? And Dina, what are they for? The centerpieces. These are for centerpiece.
Okay.
We have 689396. Do we have a winner?
Do we keep going? Why don't you draw another one?
All right, 689376. No way.
I don't believe it. We show no favoritism here. We need one more drawing. This is it. That's all she wrote, folks. Thanks a lot and good night.